Tonight at 11.
Doom! I'm just happy that this is one step closer to being over. We did come to a plea agreement today, in this case. I can basically run you up to everything in this case, up to this plea agreement, up to what I said in court today, up to what was agreed on in court. There will be some other stuff, sentencing specifics and things like that, that I can speculate on, but I can't tell you. You're not going to hear me do any bragging. You're not going to hear me do any kind of, yeah, fucking good. Here's what I'm really, really excited to do. This is something I've wanted to do for a long time. I haven't been allowed to, and I really, really, really want to. Back on, I believe it was May 27th, I sent a text message to Gino Bisconti that contained a partially nude photo of a woman. That feels so good to be. I've wanted to admit that for so goddamn long. I've wanted to take responsibility for that for so goddamn long. It feels so nice to be able to. That's what I pled guilty to in court today. That is on the record. That was done in the public house today. I pled guilty to a misdemeanor count of dissemination of a photo. So I've been wanting to admit that. The way I was when I did that, I was not in a good place. I was not anywhere near the person I am today. I'm ashamed that I did it. It was stupid. It was a very fuckboy thing to do. And I just feel good that I can get that off my chest. There's nothing good about it. It's not cool. It's not based. It's not awesome. It's shitty. It's fuckboy, awful behavior. But here was the deal. From the very beginning of this, we wanted to beat the felony. And if we could beat the felony, we would be happy. Now, there is a what was I going to say? I was looking at the chat. Now I totally lost my train of thought. This has been a very crazy day. There's been a lot of people have been like, you dead to rights on the felony. You got the felony. So everyone is treating today like it's some kind of win for the toe. And people are allowed to do that. And that's totally fine. And I understand that people who hate me are seething mad. They're very upset. People that like me or hate somebody else, they're very happy because they see this as a victory. I see this as this. I did a stupid fucking thing. I did a really dumb, idiotic thing that I never should have done. And rather than, look, there were no witnesses that were coming to this thing. If I wanted to go all the way to the trial, we could have. But I did a dumb fucking thing, and I should take responsibility for the dumb fucking thing I did. And what we agreed on is I'm very happy with it. I will pay a $50 fine, and then nothing else in life will change. That's it. Plead guilty to a misdemeanor, $50 fine. They read it out loud in court today. It's all done. It's all done. Now I just do an interview. Then 6 weeks from now or so. In 6 weeks, we make it official, the probation, all that stuff. And, look, what we struck today is something that, my attorney and I were very happy with it. Very, very happy with it. I don't know what else to say. I guess basically, 09 Canyon says no other court costs. $50 fine is what we agreed to. And the felony is dismissed. The felony is dropped. We do the misdemeanor, and then we do what they call a pre-sentencing investigation, where they just make sure, because a lot of these dickheads during these pre-sentencing things like to go like, I'm just only pleading because I have to, and they're just fucking retarded and they're stupid. They won't own up to what they did. So we got to do that, but that's in the future. I'll talk about what happened today. Illicit Clip says, do you have to register anywhere? No, that's another misconception that this is some kind of sex crime. It's not. It's a dissemination offense. There's no sex I'm not any kind of a sex offender, and there's no registry that you go on for this or anything like that. It's considered more of a digital kind of a crime. It's more in the realm of you disseminated an image, not sex type stuff. So there you go. You know, there is no charge called revenge porn. That's not what this is. It's just, it is. I mean, it's the charge is exactly what I did. I disseminated. I gave an image to somebody, and that's again. I'll say that this is how stupid I am. When I did it, did not know it was against the law. Did not know it was against the law to show your buddy a picture. I really did think that you could be. I thought it was like the old days where you would go, look at the phone, right? And it's not like that. You can't send a text. I always thought like dissemination was like you spread it to a bunch of people. It's the definition of disseminate, which is share publicly, which is not what I did, but that's not how the law works in Minnesota. So ignorance is not an excuse. I did let's take the law out of it completely. Let's all be very honest. You can have my back, or you can think I'm, whatever. But it's a fuckboy thing to do. It's a shitty fuckboy thing to do, is what it is. So it's not cool. It's not like, if you want to call it another win for the toe, you can go ahead and call it another win for the toe. I don't. All I wanted to do was go on record and say I did this fuckboy shitty thing. It was retarded. It's something that a fucking kid does. It's so goddamn stupid, and I'm sorry. And I am. I'm very sorry. Probably more sorry than I could be in front of a microphone, because everything in front of a microphone is very, very performative, naturally. I'm very sorry, excuse me, that I did what I did, because it's, I want to kick my own ass for doing something so fucking stupid. So, again, I'm just thankful that the way this deal worked out, there's, outside of the $50 out of my pocket, my life's not going to change. I can carry on. I can do the things I want to do. And, this was basically, hey, don't fucking do anything like this again. And I appreciate it. Everybody's been very easy to work with. I have nothing but positive things to say about everybody involved in it. I have nothing but positives to say about prosecutors, judges. My defense attorney. I fucking love the guy. My defense attorney did a killer fucking job, and he had May of 2024, a year ago. I get to look back at it now. I get to admit what I did. I'm not that kind of person anymore. I don't like it when people say, I shouldn't say that was a different person. It was me, but it was a version of me that was very downgraded from who I am now. I'm very glad that I get to say, hey, I did that. I don't identify with the way that person was anymore, so it feels good to look back at that, say what I did, and then evaluate who I am now. So take it how you will. If you're upset, I'll do therapy for some people. If you're upset about this, if you think I somehow got away with something, I'm sorry. This is, our whole thing was, hey, no felony, no felony, and we'll take, whatever it is. And it turned out to be $50. And I sat across from my attorney today, and I'll let you in a little bit. I sat across from my attorney today, and I said, I'm only going to get one chance to ask you this because we're going the direction we're going. And I said, if we take this all the way, Keanu and Gino aren't coming. They're not getting served. And I said, if we take this all the way, can we win? And he goes, we can. He said, we can win. Without Gino and Keanu, we can win. And he did. He said, Aaron, it's $50. And there was something about that. You don't have to go through this anymore. It can be over. It can be done with. You can move on. And, you know, the other, like I said, I can cleanse my soul of this. I can finally say, yes, that's what happened. You know, wasn't guilty of a felony. I wasn't. So I was never going to plead to that. We would have gone all the way if they wouldn't have dropped the felony. Absolutely. But fair is fair. I believe that justice was served 1,000%. And I got to state that in open court. Booty Bandit says only you would confuse a misdemeanor a win. I'm the one saying it's not a win. I got you weirdos out there in Internetville that, you know, think I'm Satan. You guys think this is somehow a win for me. I mean, it's not, like I said, it doesn't change my life at all. You know, everything that's, you know, I'm not going to be hindered from anything that I want to do. So it was just that felony. Nah. Not going to take the old felony. Beloved Chatter says, can you talk about your phone in the lake yet? Yeah, I mean, I can be completely honest with you. The phone in the lake was 100% a drunken tubing accident. I wish I had something more sexy for you. I know you guys want a really sexy story about that. It really had nothing to do with this whole thing. I put my phone, we were floating down a river. I put my phone on a cooler. Somebody went to get a beer out of the cooler. There goes the phone. I dive in. I get the phone. Had it next to heaters. Had it in bags of rice. The whole deal. Nothing. T.O. Hank on the boxing license thing. I'm keeping that close to the vest right now, but I do have some good news on that on the way. Our gym already got the good news. The good news just has to come to me now. They already, I don't know how this works, but they got notified of no suspensions, no anything, and I haven't yet. So it's going to come to me, but it went through them first. So that's pretty cool too. Yeah, Papa Shop says, right. I mean, I have no reason to lie about that. Time Card said, you're focusing more on the $50 more than the well, because it's a misdemeanor. I don't know what to tell you. I'm focusing on the $50 because that's going to hurt me more than the misdemeanor will. I can live with it. And again, like I said, you guys don't need to get mad at me. You can take this however you'd like to take this. Look, I'm a public figure. You're allowed to hate this. You're allowed to love it. You're allowed to think it's shitty. You're allowed to think it's great. That is totally fine. I'm just telling you how it impacts me. I'm just telling you how I feel about the whole thing. I feel good about the whole thing. I'm so glad that I finally don't have to dummy up and be like, I don't know what happened. I mean, if none of this, in about 6 weeks, I'll be able to say a little more. But like for what this really was, for what the real motivation behind this was, I think this probably could have been handled with an I'm sorry. But, you know, emotions get involved, I suppose. Hey, like I said, I've been more than willing to admit what I did from day one. And now we got that chance. And we got that chance to do, that today. I was very happy about it. Just an amazing deal. I mean, they were playing hardball for a long time. And then finally, just one day, the fucking dam broke and the floodwaters came in and we got I got to say, this is more than what I wanted. I'm more than happy with this. Did this get agreed by the judge? Yes, the judge accepted it today. It was read aloud in open court. The judge accepted it, and now we do the sentencing thing in June, but we have a pretty good idea of, we have a good idea of what that is. Let's go to Unpleasant Alex. Unpleasant Alex says it can sometimes still be annoying pleading down to a misdemeanor on background checks. They often just skim it and read the original charges. Everyone I'm doing business with right now, everyone I'm doing business with at the moment was only concerned about the felony. That's it. All they were concerned about was the felony. And now I've got meetings in May. I've got meetings in June, full steam ahead. So I'm just really pumped about that. Dr. Chow, I saw, was in the chat going, bro, this is a win. This is a win. Hey, man, I did something wrong and I got to own up to it today. That I'm happy about.
God damn it, Doom.
Doom! Find God! Find God!
God damn it, Doom. You quit that. It's not happening for the last freaking time.